Good evening. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. Thank you all for joining us. My lovely audience, I am your host for the evening, Lursha L. Pelaez from New Era University, Quezon City, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. It is my humble request and pleasure to all of you to stay with us till the end, for I am sure that you will have many takeaways and payoffs from this webinar. Each time you can like and comment in our webinar. Don't forget to tag and share with your friends and community. We believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge and embracing the chances of this learning. Before we start our program, let us learn more about IGP. IGP is an institution of global professionals which serves student and community resource, provides holistic social work and education to create a proficient generation. Our mission is to empower people and enhance effective training and consultation all over the world. We organize our webinar, training, offline and online courses by best and trained speakers, coaches to create a best learning platform for all of you. We have already completed 102 webinars successfully. We expect that this webinar helps you in your professional growth, and we wish that you will stay with us in this long journey. Let me remind you again to share, tag, and comment because your encouragement helps us to do better and provide quality service to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, a masterful evening to all. Today, we are presenting the 103 webinar on Simplified Mathematics with the two speakers, Ryan C. Venegas and Rene Y. Guevara from the Philippines. Our first speaker is a secondary school teacher 3. He graduated Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Biblical Studies and Pastoral Ministries and pursued Master of Arts in Educational Management. We will introduce him with a short video. Let's watch. Sorry for the technical issues. Hi, sir. Rene is already here. Let us give a warm welcome to Rene Y. Guevara. Hello, sir. Good evening. Hi, sir. Can you see us and hear? Hello, sir. We are ready for
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another webinar of Institute of Global Professionals on Simplified Mathematics. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. It is loud and clear.
Okay. I'll proceed.
Yes, sir. The floor is yours now, and we will be waiting. All the mathematics seekers will be here to watch and learn.
So, arithmetic tricks is the topic that was given to me, and I am Rene Y. Guevara, the resource speaker. So, I graduated Bachelor of
Hello,
Science.
Sir Rene. Hello, Sir Rene.
Yes, sir.
Please make your slide in full presentation mode.
In business administration, major in accounting, and also biblical studies and pastoral ministries. I also completed secondary education units in mathematics and also took the Master of Arts in Educational Management. A civil service commission, a license or examination for teachers passer. Also, 25 years in the teaching profession. A secondary school teacher, 3 at Mabalacat National High School, division of Mabalacat City, and also a creative arts enthusiast. Respect and greetings to the following. First and foremost, I would like to thank Institute of Global Professionals for giving me this opportunity through the initiative of Dr. Nestor P. Nuesca, Region 3 Education Program Supervisor in Mathematics. Also, we have Dr. Erickson S. Sabacan from the Division of Mabalacat City Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Officer in Charge. Sir Angelito S. Cabrera from Division of Mabalacat City Education Program Supervisor in Mathematics. Sir Raquel M. Del Mando, Mabalacat National High School Principal 4. Sir John Emmanuel S. Mina, Mabalacat National High School Head Teacher Designate in Mathematics and the Division of Mabalacat City Family. Before I will formally begin, let me just introduce to you the basic definition of arithmetic tricks, beginning with arithmetic. This is the branch of mathematics dealing with the properties and manipulation of numbers. Also, math tricks are a collection of techniques, some based on algebraic manipulations and some on visualization that aid in large arithmetic computations. They help us for fast calculations and to improve our mathematical skills. Learning simple arithmetic tricks will help the students to gain their confidence and enhance problem-solving skills. And we were called to be mathetausate, which means we are called to disciple, we are called to teach. Matalino, matalas, matinik, all mean intelligent and smart, able to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Also, matyaga na matuto or patient in to learn the concepts of mathematics the easiest way possible. So now let me give you the objectives of this webinar. Number 1 is to identify arithmetic tricks useful to mathematical calculations. The second one is solve arithmetic problems using math tricks. Also, we have appreciate arithmetic in practical living. Since we are dealing with numbers in arithmetic, let me share to you these numbers 25, 05, and 2021, which actually is the date today, because this day is so significant to me. So let us see some of the biblical symbols or representations for these numbers. 25 is a representation of change. Whether this change is going to be a professional one or a personal one, you have yet to see. But seeing this number frequently in your life brings you a period of big decisions. These decisions are going to cause change extremely necessary in your life. Number 5 is a number indicating health and vitality in the midst of change. Your physical body is constantly changing, and our physical health is always a series of ups and downs, especially during this pandemic. Go for an improved health and vitality. And lastly, we have 2021, which tries to convey to you that you are the creator of your own life. It encourages you to stay focused on your goals, and the universal energy will help you to achieve your intentions behind the scenes. We shall now have arithmetrivia, which will serve as our appetizer. So let us begin, and I would like to request everyone to please participate actively through interactive activities. You just type your responses on the chat box. Let's begin with arithmetrivia, trivial questions in math with explicit solutions. Number 1. What is the only prime number that does not have any e in it? The answer is 2. And number 2, the only number that is spelled with letters arranged in alphabetical order? What do you think is that? Yes, it's 40 without the U in it. So by the way, let's have it. So we have F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and O. And then P, Q, R, T, and then U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Next one is from 0 to 1,000. What is the only number that has the letter A in it? You guess it right. It's 1,000. For number 4, the words A's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, King, and Queen and King, sorry, all together contain how many letters? Would you like to guess? It's 52 letters. Actually comprising the deck of cards that we make use in the study of probability, which is another field in mathematics. For number 5, are the letters not contained in any of the numbers when written as words? So since we have infinite numbers, can we still determine the answers? J and K are the answers. For number 6, look at this one. 11 plus 2 when read is equal to 12 plus 1. Do they have the same value? Now notice that the letters written on the right side of the equation were actually derived from the letters that were written on the left-hand side. So we call this the anagram. And what is the value of the two given equations? It's 13. And looking at the number of letters in each of the given statements or phrases, we can actually count them and we'll arrive at the 13th number. Amazing! So for number 7, we have op numbers and angles. Now this is in line with being creative as you try to write all the numbers from 1 to 9. And you will notice that each number do have the same number of angles in it. So for 1, it's 1. 2, it's 2. How about 3? Yes, it's 3. For number 4, we have 4 angles. For number 5, we have 5. 6, for 6. 7, 8, and 9. So they were written creatively so that we can derive at the number of angles that can be seen in each number. So we're down, to the 7. So we still have 3. So for number 8, look at the number 37 as we multiply it by multiple of 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27. And would you like to give me the answers in 3 seconds? Or 37 seconds at that. Now you would notice that if we will answer all these questions, we'll have these answers. Number 9, sum of straight lines. So this is an example of a star. Actually, I think this is the Star of David. And if you're going to rearrange the number of the numbers 1, 2, I think until 12, and then they were written in straight lines, we will have these equations. Kindly answer these equations. Yes. The correct answer is 26. And down to the last, we have sum in all directions. So let's see. This is an example of a magic square. And if you try to look at it, we're going to have the horizontal direction. And we can have this number 71, 18, 9, and 17. We also have 5, 59, and 113, 101, 29, and 47. Now calculate them as we also see the vertical direction. We have 71, 5, and 101, 89, 59, and 29. We also have 17, 113, and 47. And for the diagonal, we have 71, 59, and 47, 101, 59, and 17. So what is your single answer? It's 177. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's have the meat of the meeting. So it's hashtag arithmetrics. Arithmetic problem solved using simple techniques. Just a caution to everyone, I only included some examples here in my discussion. Limited, but let us be engaged by typing our answers on the comment box. Let's begin. I think we have around 12 of them. So for number one, it's multiplying a two-digit number or two-digit numbers vertically and in crosswise pattern. So for step one, we have multiply the units digit to get the last digit. So I'll go through with the steps and then afterwards, let's have some examples and activity for you to do. Number two, we have multiply the tens digit by a units digit in a crosswise pattern, then add to get the middle number. So do regrouping if necessary. Step number three. Multiply the tens digit to get the first number. Thank you for that. So example, we have 31 multiplied by 12. So we can have the long process of multiplication, but with that trick, we can have the product of the units digits, and that is 1 times 2 or 2. We'll now have the crosswise pattern as we multiply and add at the same time the units digit with that of the tens digit, beginning with 3 and 2. So that's basic. So we have 6 and 1 and 1. We have 1. So putting together, we have 6 plus 1. We'll have the second digit, which is 7. And the last one, we have, for the tens digit, we have 3 multiplied by 1, and that will be equivalent to 3. Therefore, 31 multiplied by 12 is equivalent to 372. Now let's have another example. This time, let's have 12 times 34. So 2 times 4, that will be equivalent to 8. And let's have the cross products or products in a crosswise pattern. So we have 1 and 4, that will be equivalent to 4. 3 and 2, that will be equivalent to 6. So putting together, we have 10, but we cannot write it immediately. So we just have to drop 0, and then of course, we will regroup the other one, which is 1. So we have 0, and then the 1 will be carried over. And for the last one, we have 1 multiplied by 3. That will be equivalent to 3. And do not forget to add that 1 at the top. So we just have to add. So we have 408. Therefore, 12 multiplied by 34, that is equivalent to 408. Now, it's time for you to try this one. I'm giving you split 2 seconds. 21 multiplied by 13. So we have 273. How many got you that number, that answer? Or 43 multiplied by 21 will give you 903. Okay, let's have number 2. The 11 rule. So this is quite easier because for the step 1, you just have to separate the 2 digits in your mind. For step 2, you have to add the 2 digits together. And step 3, place the number from step 2 between the 2 digits. If the number from step 2 is greater than 9, then put the 1's digit in the space and carry the 10's digit. Let's have an example to clarify that point. Example, 32 multiplied by 11. So we're going to separate 3 and 2. And then add 3 and 2 so that we can have the answer on the blank. So we have 3 plus 2, which is equivalent to 5. So it will be written there. So the correct answer is 352. Another one is 57 multiplied by 11. So we'll start with separating the 2 digits. We have 5 and 7. And then adding the 2 numbers, we have 5 plus 7, that will be equivalent to 12. But we will not be writing that 12 all in all. Instead, we're going to have 2 to actually fill in the blank. And the other 1 will be added to 5. That will become 6. Therefore, we have 627 as our correct answer. Try this one. 45 seconds. No. So we can have that as 495. How about this one? Yes, it's 825. Okay, let's proceed with number 3. Base method. This time we're going to have 10 first. For the step 1, we have subtract 10 from its number. So we just have to emphasize whether it is a difference of that particular number or just an addition of. So we will not regard at this point in time the positive and negative numbers yet, the integers. So for the step 2, we have cross out or subtract the numbers to get the first part of the answer. Then the last one is multiply the values obtained in step 1 to get the second part. So what do I mean by that? So let's have an example to clarify that. So 14 multiplied by 12. So we're going to have 14 minus 10 because this 14 is quite nearer base 10. So that will be positive 4. Remember to have the number, the multiplicand and the multiplier subtracted to 10. And then the next one is 12 minus 10, which is 2. So notice that if you're going to have the cross pattern or crosswise pattern, we're going to add 14 with that of 2. So you will have, and 12 by 4. So you will have the same answer, which is 16. And then the last to complete the answer is multiply the 2 given differences or the sum. So we have, where is it? Okay. 8. So that's in Kapampangan. So 168 is the correct answer. Applause, applause. Try this one. It's 13 multiplied by 12. Okay, the answer is 156. Okay. So we're now on our fourth trick. This time it's a base method using 100. For step 1, we have to subtract 100 from its number. Step 2, cross add or subtract the numbers to get the first part of the answer. Step 3, you multiply the values obtained in step 1 to get the second part. Let's have samples. 99 and 97 close to 100. So we'll start with the subtraction sentence 99 minus 100. So there is a difference of 1. 99, it's lacking 1. Then 97 minus 100, that will be a lacking of 3, negative 3. So from there, we're going to have the crosswise pattern. So we have 97 minus 1, that is equivalent to, and 99 minus 3, so we have the same answer, and that is 96. To complete our answer, since we are dealing here with hundreds, so we will have 2 places then. So instead of writing 3, we'll have 0, 3. So the correct answer is 9,603. Try this one. So we have 98 and 97. I'm giving you 21 seconds. The correct answer is 9,506. Down to our fifth one. So we still have 7. Base method 1,000 this time. So for step 1, you subtract 1,000 from its number. Step 2, you cross out and subtract the numbers to get the first part of the answer. Step 3, multiply the values obtained in step 1 to get the second part. Example, 996 and 997 multiplied. So notice we have 3 places. So that will be a 996 minus 1,000. So lacking 4. 997 by 1,000. That is lacking 3. So we have negative 4, negative 3 as we represented in algebra. So we just have to rewrite them. Okay, so for crosswise pattern, we have 996 minus 3 and 997 minus 4, equivalent to 993. But that is not the complete answer. Instead, we'll be multiplying this negative 4 by negative 3. So we will have 0, 1, 2 because we're dealing with thousands places. So the correct answer is 993,012. Try this one. Even for our math enthusiasts. You may not be a math major, but you are into our webinar. So try this one, and you're correct. It's 991,014. Number 6. Base method, still on 100, but this time we're going to have a squared number. So step 1, the same, subtract 100 from its number. And then step 2, cross add, subtract the numbers to get the first part of the answer. And step 3, multiply the values obtained in step 1 to get the second part. Example. So we have 101 by itself. Again, we're going to deduct that to 100. So we'll have plus 1. The same. So we're going to rewrite the plus 1 there. And then by crosswise pattern, cross pattern, we'll have 101 and 1. That will give you a sum of 102. Then do not forget to multiply the two numbers. And remember, since this is base 100, we will only have two digits. So the correct answer is 10,201. Now try this one. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 10,609. Okay, so we're almost halfway. This is very, very easy for our finger multiplication tables. But I'll give you the longest instructions. A simple way to do the ninth multiplication table is to place both hands in front of you. Do that with fingers and thumbs extended. So to multiply 9 by a number, fold down that number finger counting from the left. So for example, 9 times 5, you have to fold the fifth finger, and then you are going to count the number of fingers on the left. So since we folded 5, we'll have 4. And the rest will be 5. Therefore, the answer is 45. In like manner, for 9 times 6, you just have to fold down the sixth finger. So in folding the sixth finger, you will have 5 fingers on your left. And then on your right, you will have 4. So that is 54. Now to illustrate that, let's have these fingers. So 9 times 7, so that blue one represents your seventh number. So we will be counting the number of fingers on our left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Then for the right, yes, right, we have 3 more fingers. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. And then 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3. So we have 63 for our correct answer. It's very easy, right? So another way of representing it is learning the nines table. So look at this one. So if we have 9 multiplied by 1 until 10 by 10, you will notice that we start with 0 down to 9. So we will be writing it downwards. And then you begin with 0 that will accompany 9. And then you will be writing it upwards. Therefore, we have 9, 8, 27, 36, 45, 54, 60, 70, 81, and 90. So that is learning the 9 times. So this time, let's have number 8, the butterfly method for adding dissimilar fractions. Now, we have known in our elementary mathematics that if we have dissimilar fractions, it does mean that we don't have the same denominators. But of course, we are making use of the so-called LCD. But in this case, we just assume that we'll have distinct numbers. For example, 3 and 7, whose LCD or less common, yes, denominator will be considered 1. Yeah. Or least common multiple, I should say, that will be equivalent to 1. So 7, 9, and then we have 5 and 4, and then we have 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. So for step 1, let's have the addition. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. So that is quite intricate. So for number 2, step 2, we have to multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. Later on, that will be explained. That will be demonstrated. And for number 3, we have multiplied both denominators. It's a lot, no? So we have step 4, write the answer. Add the results in steps 1 and 2 to get the numerator. And for step 5, we have to write the answer, step 3 as the denominator, and simplify if necessary. So let's see the example so that it will be clearer. So the addition problem for fraction is 3/4 plus 2/5. Now it started with 3 multiplied by 5. So that will actually constitute the first, what is that, antenna? And then we have 4 and 2, that will be the second one. So if we have 3 and 5 multiplied, we'll have 15. And for 4 multiplied by 2, we have 8. So that will constitute the addition sentence for the numerator. And then for the denominator, we just have 4 and 5 multiplied. So we have 4 times 5, that's 20. Now, since we have an improper fraction, meaning the numerator is greater than the denominator, although, of course, an improper fraction will also mean that they may have the same numerator and denominator. So we have 23 divided by 20, you will get 1, and you have a remainder of 3, and then over 20. Now, we will be using the same set of fractions in the subtraction. So we have the butterfly method subtracting the similar fractions. So for the subtraction, the same thing. We have to multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. For step 2, we have multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. For step 3, we have to multiply both denominators. Step 4, write the answer. Subtract the results in steps 1 and 2 to get the numerator. And for step 5, we have write the answer in step 3 as the denominator. And simplify the answer if necessary. So the same set will have 3/4 minus 2/5. So we multiply 3 by 5, that will be 15. 4 by 2, that will be 8. So 15 minus 8, that will be 7. And then multiplying 4 by 5, we will have 20 for the denominator. This is in proper fraction already. So we don't need to simplify. Now, we're nearing the end of the arithmetic tricks. For number 10, we have calculation of squares that end in digit 5. Let us consider the number 75 to find its square. For step 1, we have to start writing the answer of last 2 digits number, and that is 25, because 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. So that will be the last 2 digits of your answer. For step 2, take the first digit of the number 75. That is 7. Take the number that follows 7, and that is 8. So we have 7 multiplied by 8, we get 56. Now, do not ask me what particular principle are we going to use so that we can justify this. There are principles, but that will be during the next webinar, I suppose. Now, multiply 7 by 8, that will be 56. And finally, write the number 56 in the prefix and combine with 25 what we already wrote. So the answer is 5,625. Anyways, that will be explained through these examples. 35 multiplied by 35. So we start with a multiplication by 5 and 5, so that is 25. And then determine what comes after 3. So that will be 4. So that for now will be multiplied by 3. Therefore, 4 times 3 will equal 12. So all in all, we have 1,225. So 35 squared, or 35 multiplied by 35 is 1,225. For the second example, we have 95 by 95. So again, we have 5 and 5. Oh no, that should be your task. Well, anyways, so that's 9,025 because we have 5 and 5, 25. And then the next number that comes after, No, the number that comes after 9 is 10. So we have 9 multiplied by 10, that will be 90. So all in all, we have 9,025. Okay, last two. Because we have a lot to discuss no, in the statistics tactics. So I was requested to have it the fastest way possible because we're talking here about arithmetic tricks. You can have it in the easiest way and fastest way. So we have step one, take half of the multiplicand. By the way, I'm quite confused with the multiplicand and multiplier, but then multiplicand is the number that is to be multiplied by another number, which is called the multiplier. So affix zero if the last digit of the multiplicand is an even number. So you have to take note. If the multiplicand has the unit digit, which is an even number, you are going to affix zero. That's it. And then otherwise, affix 5 if the last digit of the multiplicand is an even number. Let's take this one. 264 multiplied by 5. So we'll start with getting half of the multiplicand. So half of 2 is 1. Half of 6 is 3. And half of 4 is 2. So we have 1, 3, and 2. Now notice that the last number for our multiplicand, or the digit, which is a unit digit or ones digit, ends with 4. So that is an even number. So we just have to affix. Yes, it's 0. So the correct answer is gone. It's 1,320. So let's take another example. This time, let's have an odd number. So notice that our multiplicand is 673. So we will have half of 6, which is 3. That is very easy. So in order for you to determine the next one, you just have to reduce 7 by 1. So it becomes 6. But that one will be added to, will be written with the 3. So that becomes 13. So we have 336. By 336, so we have half of 6, that's 3. Half of 6 again. And the other one, which is the 10 in the tens digit, no, was grouped with 3. So that will be 13. So that's 3. Again, 13. We can only have 6, but not 7. That's already 13. So since this is an odd number, we just have to affix. What? It's a 5. So the correct answer is 3,365. Try this one. 428 by 5. So the correct answer is, so half of 4 is 2, half of 2 is 1, half of 8 is 4, and then since the last digit is an even number, we just have to affix 0. So the correct answer is 2,140. Another one, let's have 467 multiplied by 5. So the correct answer is, where are our math wizards? Yes, it's 2,335. Half of 4, 2. Half of 6, that will be 3. Then we can have as much as half of 6, that's 3. Then since the last digit, the units digit, is an odd number, we just have to affix 5. So the correct answer is 2,335. So I can have more time with number 12 because this is quite spicy. It's very easy, but it takes a lot of webs. Multiplying a 3-digit number by another 3-digit number. So let's have the step 1. Get the product of the ones digit to obtain the last digit of the answer. Step 2. Add the cross products of the ones and the tens digit, and we also have to add sum up the cross products of the ones or the units digit and the hundreds digit and the product of the tens digit. Quite complicated. Step 4, add the cross products of the tens and the hundred digits. Step 5, get the product of the hundreds digit. Note, in case of a two-digit sum, bring down the last digit, then carry the remaining digit. It will be added to the next digit of the answer. What? A lot. So we can simplify that through an example. Okay, let's have 143 multiplied by 312. So we'll start with the units digit. 3 by 2, that will be 6. Very easy. And then the next one will be the crosswise pattern of the tens and the units digit. So we have 4 by 2, that will be 8, and 1 by 3, that will be 3. So let's rewrite those 8 and 3. So that will be equal to 11. Why 1 only? So we can have the next number now carried or regrouped with another. So remember, we still have 1 there. So that is, I think, hundreds. So next one will be what was that? So we have 2 and 1, 3 and 3, 1 and 4. So it's a lot. So 2 and 1, that will be 2, 3 by 3, that will be 9, 4, 1 by 8, that will be 4. But again, we have that plus 100, I think. So we have 10 and 6, so that will be 16. So again, we have another thousands place 1, so please remember to add that on our next calculations. Next one, we have hundreds by tens. So we have 3 by 4, then 1 by 1. So we have altogether 1 and 12, that is 13. Remember, we still have 1 there in orange, so that will be plus 1, so we have 14. Another 1. So we'll have that in hundreds place. 10, sorry, 10 hundreds place. So that will be carried to the next digit. So lastly, we have 1 by 3, that will be 3, then plus 1, that will be 4. So the correct answer is 44,660. Try this one. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have 32,830. I think I'm done. I'm done? Okay, now let's have the references. It's already 8:57 on my cell phone, so we just have the right time of the magic of Vedic math reference, the 10 math tricks that will blow your mind, the 10 ways to do fast math, the tricks and tips for doing math in your head. We also have a lot for mathemagic. Okay, so let me end with this quotation that was given to us by Mickey Mouse. Arithmetic is being able to count up to 20 without taking off your shoes. So that's basic, that's elementary, that's fundamental principles of arithmetic. So I would like to remind everyone to please let us go back to basics. Let us go back to our first love. Let us ignite that passion to fix. Again, this is Mr. Rene Y. Guevara from the Philippines. Thank you and God bless you.
Once again, please give a virtual round of applause for Sir Rene Y. Guevara. Thank you, sir, for your contribution and thank you for sharing your arithmetic skills with us. No doubt our viewers will become arithmetician tonight. So, as an for all the audience tonight, you can introduce yourself, your name, your job, and then student in your position because IGP is preparing some programs and surprises for all of you. That's why you have to stay with us. So, Sir Rene Guevara, thank you so much for letting me discover my arithmetic skills. Though mathematics, I love mathematics. It's just that I'm really hoping that mathematics would love me too. Now, before moving to our next speaker for tonight, once again, I want to remind you all, please support us with your share, tag, and comment. Our next speaker Our next speaker is a secondary school teacher one and a former global assessment certificate facilitator. Let us all welcome Sir Ryan C. Venegas from the Philippines. Good evening, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
I think most of us is having a problem with the technical issues right now. Me too. I'm experiencing. I keep on lagging. That's why we have to reconsider. So I know you understand. You understand what's happening. All right. So, Sir Ryan, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. My apologies for that.
That's nice. So, Sir Ryan is trying to
So,
prepare the presentation
yes,
because
ma'am.
we're having the technical issues right.
Let me share my screen.
It's all right, Sir Ryan. We will be waiting. So while we're waiting, I would like to remind our knowledge seekers to please share this live in your community and don't forget to check in IGP so you can be a global member and professional member too. So IGP will welcome you all as you will be part of the journey. We will grow together. So we're sharing the same goal of learning even in these times of
Give me a
pandemic.
few minutes, ma'am.
I think you're okay now, sir. Right. So while we're waiting for Sir Ryan Venegas, I'm reminding everyone to please stay with us until we the end session of this webinar because we will have a quiz competition and of course IGP will provide certificate for those who will stay from the beginning and up to the end. Because in movie we will be always waiting for the ending, so just like in this webinar the learning will be at the end too because we are learning to be patient.
It's still loading, ma'am.
Still loading. It's all right, sir. We will be waiting. I will just keep on talking so that everyone will be awake and alert and alive while we're waiting. I understand, sir, because I have also a technical issue right now. My internet is visiting me. My internet problem is visiting me. So if you have any questions to our speakers, dear audience, you can just put your question in the comment section below and later IGP will pick the question and of course it will be answered later by the two speakers. So for the meantime, still
So,
it's loading, sir?
is my screen visible now?
Yes, that's nice, sir. That's how we get if we will wait, of course there's a reward for waiting. So still loading. So once again, just introduce yourself, name, job, student, type your answers in the comment section below. Brought to you by Institute of Global Professionals, where we can learn all together. This is a free webinar to everyone. I also don't know if I keep on lagging, but I want you to know that I will keep on talking. so we can start it right away. So for those who are not yet enrolled, you can click the
Sequential.
www.eduigp.com and then register and enroll now. You can get your certificate in this session. It's loading, sir. But it's all write-ins are all perfect. They're all in waiting. In waiting. So I will just keep on reminding our audience to like, share this video, and of course the IGP to all your friends and community. We can see the screen, sir. Oh, see you, sir. That's how we see you. So, we're so sorry because we're having the technical issues right now. We're trying to fix the technical problems. But since we are all waiting, I can give you all a virtual round of applause for waiting patiently. Sorry for the technical issues. Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope you understand. Right, so if you have any questions, just type your questions in the comment section below. And for those who was, you can check in IGP and then recommend our chat, and then you will be part of IGP as a global member. So for our quiz competition, we will be using www.slido.com, and the code will be shared later. All of you are welcome to participate. Participate with that. Participate. So all the arithmetician audience, are you all ready for the quiz competition? So Ryan, I hope that it will be fixed soon because our audience keep on hearing my voice. I'm sorry, dear audience, that I'm just trying to keep you awake because you're spending your precious time with us. So this is my gratitude, way of saying gratitude for staying with us. Don't worry, IGP will recognize you all because you stay with us until the end of this session. For the meantime, why don't we have an arithmetic activities? Very easy. You just need to answer the question. 345 times 246. What is the answer? Why don't you put your answer in the comment section below? I keep on talking because I would just want you to involve in this activity. I will be waiting for all the answers. I think that's very easy for all of you. It's just a simple arithmetic. That's why it's simplifying mathematics. And you're all wonderful or math-thirful because you stay with us. Oh, congratulations, Rajmonda Malaiman. We have a special gift for you. We noticed that till date, you attend most sessions with us. We will share a lifetime membership certificate from IGP. Wow, that is so awesome. So Rajmona Mulaiman, you will receive the lifetime membership certificate from IGP, brought to you by Institute of Global Professionals. So congratulations. So we just need, we already in 103 webinars. So that is nice. So we will be together 100, 100, 400. And perfect. We will all share a lifetime membership certificate. So we can see the screen. I think Sir Ryan is already resolving the technical issue right now.
Yes,
And we are
ma'am. Just hold
resolving
on.
our waiting ability too. All right, sir. We're keep on holding on. From and until we fix the problem.
I think I got a bad
Why
luck
don't we proceed with
today.
the other activities? So why don't we have some activities? Is it okay now, sir?
You can see on my screen,
A while
ma'am.
ago, I'm
It's
trying to
still
put
not
po
working.
yeah, end of the sentence because that's how Filipinos sometimes talk.
I'm
That's why there's a po. Right, sir? We are still waiting. Sir Ryan is just switching the device and preparing the presentation. And I'm encouraging everyone to prepare yourself also for the quiz competition. Because I think all of you are great mathematician. And I'm just a weak talkative because I keep on talking. So is it okay now, sir? You will just bring the audience to please don't forget to like, share the IGP to your friends and community. You can share the knowledge and then learn together. It's all right, sir. Wait until 12 the midnight joke only. It's all right, sir. So for those attendees for today, you can claim your e-certificate just browsing www.igp.com and then enroll and then those just get your certificate. So I'm excited. Shout out of your names later. Edition, I will be eager to call all your names because your names makes you all. So as we can see on the screen, Sir Ryan is trying to fix the problem. The session will be very effective because we are effectively patiently waiting for each other. Because patience is a virtue, right? Do you agree with me, audience? Sir Ryan? All right, why don't we proceed with the arithmetic activity number 2? So why don't you give me the answer for 4 times 274? I will look, check in now, and give me the answer using your mathematics mind. So figure out the problem. Why don't I guess some of the audience are telling me that I have also an internet problem because they cannot hear me properly. But
Hello,
I'm really
hello,
talking.
hello. Can you hear me?
hello, sir.
Yeah, Ma'am Laisha, can you hear me?
All right, so
Okay,
yes, sir.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
you, Ma'am Laisha and Sir Ryan, please leave the studio and join again. Okay, because
Noted, sir.
Ma'am Laisha's voice
Okay,
is
sir.
not clear also, so that's the reason. Just leave the studio and join. Okay, just do that.
Okay, sir.
Dear participants, I saw that some question in comment section, like if someone not registered attending webinar, they should deliver certificate. Actually, we don't have any restriction for register and certification. Anyone can join and anyone can claim their certificate easily. So, if you think that it's a quite impossible to join our webinar without registration, actually it's not. Anyone can join from any side. Mm, he or she can claim their certificate easily. So it's easy. Ma'am Laisha,
Hello, sir.
yeah, now it's clear.
I don't know what happened, sir. Maybe my connection is also
Yeah,
has
now is it
has
clear? Now
problem.
it's clear.
Oh, that's nicer because I keep on talking a while ago, and it sounds like I'm a robot teacher right now. I'm s- I'm
Now is it
really
okay?
sorry, but I'm trying to keep the webinar light. That's why I keep on talking. But some of my co-teacher already telling me that I really sound like a robot. I'm so sorry, dearest
No,
audience.
is it okay now? You may continue.
And I keep on reminding them to like and then share. And I'm really hoping that my voice is now clear. My connection is really knocking on me saying that, hey, I have a problem too. So you have to check on me also. Maybe that's the reason. That's why. But I'm really talking. I'm really hoping that I'm clear now. I will ask I will ask my co-teachers in New Era if I'm really clear. So I'm really hoping that Sir Ryan can fix the problem. So once again, congratulations to Rajmonda Mulaiman. We have a special gift for you. We noticed that till date you attend most sessions with us. We will share a lifetime membership certificate with IGP from IGP. All right, so my co-teacher in New Era University already answered my question that I'm clear now. That's nice. So, did you learn something new from today's international webinar? Just type your comment in the chat box. Brought to you by IGP, Institute of Global Professionals. So, I'm hoping, Sir Brian, that it's already fixed. All right, so most of my co teachers already told me that my voice is clear now. That's nice. I'm really hoping that I will not be a robot because I want to be a human with a mathematician mind. I hope it's clear now. All right, so once again, we are reminding you to please like, share, and tag this video to your friends and community. So maybe IGP will bring surprises for you. So that's really perfect. So we are really sorry for the technical issues, internet problems. Sir Ryan, are you okay now?
I'll
I'm
try
really
to share my screen now. Then.
all right. I hope that Oh, sir, there's a what do we call Sir Ryan? Why don't we sing a mathematics song? Counting is an easy task. Counting is an easy task. We'll just sing for them while we're waiting. I
I
just
think
hope my
Sir
connection
Rene
will be
can do that
stable.
for us while we are waiting for the presentation.
Clear.
Clear, sir. So, thank you so much. I'm really hoping that my connection is stable and it's
Yes.
clear. Yay! Thank you, sir. So that's it.
Just
Thank
make it
you.
presentation mode.
There you
Just
go.
make presentation full screen.
Thank you,
Whenever
sir.
whenever I try to put the presentation into the full screen, sir, it doesn't work.
Yeah, maximize the screen.
We can see the screen, sir.
Now this is perfect.
Yes, thank you. Thank you once again, Sir Brian Venegas from the Philippines.
Sir, can you hear me loud and clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir. So I'm giving you the floor so you can sing
All right,
mathematics
so
joke only.
I'm very, very sorry for the waiting time for the technical problems. I hope you would understand. So, still, I appreciate that you still waited until this time, all right, for my presentation to work. All right, so without any further ado, let's proceed with my presentation. All right, welcome to the today's session or international webinar entitled Simplified Mathematics. And now the topic that was assigned to me is statistics tactics by yours truly, Ryan Coyer Vinegas. And today is May 25, 2021. Before we proceed to the discussion proper, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ryan Coyer Vinegas, and I am a licensed professional teacher. I also passed the board licensure examination for professional teachers with 90% rating in general education. I am also a former GAC. GAC stands for Global Assessment Certificate Mathematics is a facilitator, producing a gold level international merit scholar in math and science at Iowa State University. I used to be the ACT, the American College Test Mathematics and Science coach in my former school. I also was the former assessment consultant of the ACT Education Solutions Limited, Philippines. I used to be the former senior high school supervisor at SMAG Global School. I am also a mathematics trainer or coach, and I was able to produce gold and bronze awardee in the recently concluded 2021 International Kangaroo Mathematics Competition and Philippine International Mathematical Olympiad, PIMO respectively. I am currently taking up Master of Arts in Mathematics Education, specialized in secondary school teaching at the Philippine Normal University, Manila. And right now, I am a public secondary school teacher 1 at Doña Sunchunli Integrated School, Schools Division of Mabalacat City, Pampanga. Allow me also to give my respect and greetings to the staffs of Institute of Global Professionals for allowing me to be one of the resource speakers for today's session. Through the initiative of Dr. Nestor P. Nuesca, our education program supervisor in mathematics, DepEd Region 3, Dr. Erickson S. Sabakan, OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division of Malacca City, as well as the following individuals: Sir Angelito S. Cabrera, our dear principal, School Head Dr. Jennifer Q. Cunanan of the Schools Division of Mabalacat City, as well as our immediate head, who is Michelle D. Dizon, my head teacher one in mathematics, and of course the Division of Mabalacat City family. How could I forget those who are with us tonight? All right, so good evening to the participants who have the same time zone with the Philippines, and good morning to the participants who are on the other side of the world. For today's objective, we have first revisit some fundamental statistical concepts and principles. Secondly, we are going to identify the tools and functions of Microsoft Excel in integrating with statistics. Third, we are going to create statistical presentations for descriptive data analysis. And lastly, you are going to appreciate the use of statistics in real-life context. Right, let's get it on. The content of my presentation would be review of the fundamental statistical concepts and principles, integrating MS Excel with statistics, creating statistical presentations for descriptive data analysis. So for those or such statistical presentations would be a group for a frequency distribution, an OGI, a 5-number summary, and okay, histogram. Right, so let me pose this question first. What is statistics? I know this field of study is very much common with each one of us, especially we are all professionals here and we all have encountered this field of study. So is statistics a branch of mathematics or a science? It's quite confusing, right? Is it a science or is it a branch of mathematics? If you want to express your thoughts, you are free, or please feel free to comment down your answers, all right, or your thoughts in the comment section. Statistics, as according to the one of the authors of in the Investopedia, it is a branch of applied mathematics that involves the collection, description, analysis, and inference of conclusions from quantitative data. While another concept was stated by Jan Turkey, who is an American statistician, scientist, and also an educator. He said that statistics is a science, not a branch of mathematics, but uses mathematical models as essentials. So which is which? Is it a branch of mathematics or a science? So if you're going to come to think of it, generally, statistics uses the concept of mathematics in computation or mathematical computation or computations. It is also using the concept of scientific principles such as hypothesis testing. So if we're going to come to think of it, statistics is a mathematical science. It means to say it involves the two concepts or the two fields of studies. It is a mathematical science of collecting, organizing, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting data or numerical data to assist in making more effective decisions. It is a way of obtaining of communicated knowledge, which is eventually being called as the information from the collected facts or the data, which are mostly numerical in nature. Statistics is a field of study that plays a very vital role in our everyday lives. It can be dominantly observed in the medical field, especially nowadays, right? So different medical institutions or entities are trying to create, or they were able to provide vaccines for the current global health crisis, which is the COVID-19, right? And through the use of statistics, they were able to get knowledge about the spread of the disease, right? Statistics can also be observed in government decisions. For example, in determining the rate of inflation, all right, as well as with other administrative decisions that they are making. Okay, so that with regards to the problems of the country and so. It is also be observed or can be observed in our community and social sciences, such as the crime counts, and in education, it somehow gives us a idea on which assessment strategies or techniques we're going to apply. And lastly, it can be also be observed in our family and also in individual decisions by just simply having a budgeting plan or any budget allocation. That is already a statistics. Having this in mind, we can say that statistics is very much important in our lives. It is almost in our everyday actions or so. So how are we gonna employ statistics as an educator? How about as a professional? Traditional people deals with statistics through its foundational concepts and principles. Before, they are actually memorizing these formulas and mostly are doing manual computations. Although there is already evidences of digital applications of softwares, they are not that much dominant or prominent in the society. All right, so some of the concepts and principles that they are memorizing are the formula for the mean, which is the summation of x over n, variance, which is equal to the summation of the quantity x minus x bar squared all over n, mean deviation, which is the summation of the absolute value of the difference of the data and the mean all over n to the quantity n minus 1. We also have the standard deviation, which is just the square root of the variance. So all of these formulas were done traditionally, right? So though changes is everywhere, it is the only thing that we cannot escape from. Okay, so from traditional way of solving statistical problems, we cannot avoid, or it is inevitable that we must go on with the changes in our society. We have to take these changes as our stepping stone for new development and growth. So from traditional tactics or dealings with statistics, there is the emergence of the contemporary strategies or tactics. There comes the scientific calculators or programmable statistical calculators, computers, and different softwares. Right, so that includes the 21st century skills. Okay, so there are several digital applications, tools, and software that we can use in dealing with statistics. Computer programmers, developers, and enthusiasts from various companies offered competitive application software for both educational and for professional purposes that make statistics easier and more reliable. Some of the statistical applications and software that makes our lives easy are Stat Magic Pro or the statistics calculator, SAS University Edition. We also have the statistics study, the statistical lab. We have Scilab, Dataplot, OpenStat, SoftBank Statistics. So some of these softwares still requires some money, right? You still need to spend some money and effort of downloading it, installing it on your device for you to be able to use them. Yes, they have or they actually helps a lot whenever we are dealing with statistical problems. However, do you know that you don't need to spend money, time, and effort anymore in obtaining those statistical tools? Once you already bought your device, it's actually in there. All right. So what do you think is that? Of course, that is the Microsoft Excel. So now I'm going to show you how to integrate Microsoft Excel with statistics. Right. So by opening the Microsoft application or the Excel application, we can see the formulas tab. If we click that tab, we can see the function library. And from there are a lot of icons that will pop up. We have to press or click more functions so that we could see the statistical functions. And there you can find the statistical function. Right? So let me give you a concrete presentation of what this functions all about. So how statistics is being integrated with Excel, especially for those educators or teaching statistics. So let's have this sample performance task. The marketing research team is to conduct a statistical analysis of the behavior of stock prices of two companies with the same industry. As a statistician, you are tasked to conduct the following data analysis of the companies through a short written report of the findings. So this performance task was actually given to my former students. Okay, so I have chosen this one because this is somehow, or this is what I see that is more substantial in this discussion. So the task for for this activity is to collect the stock market data of the two companies, analyze the data by creating a daily change ratio of the closing prices. Using the daily change ratio, we have to calculate the mean and standard deviation, calculate the median, quartiles, and interquartile range. We have also to calculate the skew or skewness of the data, plot a bar graph, create an OGI, and create a box plot. And lastly, these findings or this descriptive analytic or an analysis should be written in a report. Okay, so let me show you how it is being done. All right, so due to the time constraint, I already have prepared the stock prices or the stock prices of each company, all right, that I have chosen. So take note that this data were actually reliably taken from the stock exchange website of the companies. Ne? Uh, we have the first company, which is the Yamaha and Suzuki. All right, so given their stock prices, we can see that there is the open and the close. Right, so the task is to create a daily change ratio. Right, so to make our discussion a little bit faster, right? So the daily change ratio were already in there. Okay, so how do we calculate for the mean? Okay, so mean is actually the average. Okay, so to finding the mean, we just simply need to use the average function. Okay, so we just need to start from the equals, then type average. All right, there you go. Okay, then you just need to drag the array of data that you have to include, and this is from that point to this point. All right, so these are all the daily change ratio. Okay, so by entering it, there you go. You have your mean there. Okay, so that's how it's being done. Next is the median. All right, same thing. We have to start with the equal sign. Then we have median. All right, then just drag the array of the data. All right, then from there we can get the median of the data. Right. So isn't it? This is much a better way of teaching statistics to our students. Of course, students must still learn the traditional way using the formulas, right? But for the sake of doing their presentations, since they have also deadlines, okay, so this is another suggested way, right, of making their lives easy. Next is the standard deviation. So how do we do the standard deviation? So we have SD def formula. So take note that we have to take this one. All right. So we have to take P for the population, or A. As you can see, there is the A. Right. S includes the logical values. So for this case, we are going to use this one. Okay. So the standard deviation would be from the data of the array of the daily change ratio, and then just press enter. Oh, sorry for that. The function is not in there. Again. So drag the array of data, and there you go. All right, so we can find the standard deviation with just a formula. Then for the quartiles, so this is actually measures of variability. Okay, so one of the measures of variability. So we can also, or that is also possible in finding the, I mean, that is also possible in integrating statistics or Excel in with the statistics, right? So we have the quartile. Okay. So take note that there is also the array. So we have to have the array first. So drag the set of data or the distribution. Okay, so let me repeat. So we have to start with the equal sign. So quartiles, right? Then the array first. Then remember that the formula refers for what quartile are you, you are looking for. So we have to have the comma, And the quartile that we are looking for is the first quartile. Okay, so there you go. All right, so all you have to do is to be careful with the characters you are entering in the formula. Okay, so this is actually very sensitive. Okay, so again, so we are solving for the quartile 2. So we have to use the quartile function, then array of the data, then choose what quartile you are solving for. So this time we are looking for the second quartile. All right, there you go. Okay, so next quartile 3, it's the same process. So I hope that at this point you can already have a grasp of finding this fundamental concepts of statistics. Okay, so again, we have to have the array of the data, then choose what quartile we are looking for. So this time it's quartile 3. So we have to choose quartile 3. Right, so next is the interquartile range. So take note that this is just the difference of the quartile 1 and quartile 3. Okay, so for that, we just simply need to find the difference of this one and this one. So to have that formula, okay, so it is subtraction. So pick the cell that you are subtracting, and that would be it. Okay, so as you can see, we get the same value. And then for the skewness, we have skew. Alright, so as simply as that. And just the array of the value. Alright, so there you go. So as you can see, we are able to find this statistical data. Alright, so by using the concept of the statistics. Okay, so we have done the same thing with the Suzuki. Now, due to the time constraint, let us proceed with group frequency distribution. So I have here already prepared the group frequency distribution so that we won't need much time in preparing them. So as you can see, I have the frequency. So I have counted the number of data under each scores or family. All right, so take note that these are the countings that I have that I got. So to count this data, we can just simply have the conditional formatting, or we can just do this way. All right, so we'll just drag or highlight those similar data, and as you can see there, it automatically counts. So as you can see, it's 2. Okay. So that's how we do the counting of the frequency. We can also do count if functions. Okay. So let us proceed with cumulative frequency. So for cumulative frequency, take note that in this sample, I have taken the less than cumulative frequency. So I started from the lower limit. All right. So which is 0.95. Okay, so from there, we just added it to the next frequency. So that's why it became 18. All right, so by just dragging the cell, there you go. All right, so it will make our life easier. All right, so the computation is much faster. So we can easily find the cumulative frequency of the data by just dragging the cell. All right, so same concept applies to this or to this to the second group frequency distribution. Right now for the bar graph. So how can we represent the data into a bar graph? So of course we will be needing this data. All right. So you can take any of the limits of this course. You can take both, or you can just take, just like in this case, I just took the lower limits, right? So highlighting all the data that we'll be needing in this bar graph. So we have to insert the chart. So as you can see in the start insert tab, there are different type or styles of graphs or bar charts that you can see. So for this case, let us just use this simple one. Okay. So as you can see, the chart or automatically pops up. Okay. So what we are doing now is to arrange this series in such a way that it would be parallel to the given data. So let us rename the series. So how to do that? Okay, so we have this select data. So by the way, you can do switch row or column if you want this axis to be interchanged. Okay, so let's do it now. So by clicking the select data, we can see the axis. We have the horizontal axis. We have the uh, other side, which is the vertical one or the series. So in here, we just have two companies. So we don't need the other one. So we are just gonna have two series here. So for the first series, we have to edit it, and we have to rename it to the second one, the first company rather. So it is the Yamaha. Okay, let's now have the values. So take note that if you name it Yamaha, the values must be the values of the Yamaha. Alright, so there you go. Next, we have to edit the other one or the second one. So we have to rename it Suzuki, and we have this second company. Okay, so there you go. Then how about these values? Yeah, so there you go. We can have the axis label, alright, and we can say that this is the daily change ratio. Okay, and the values must be here. Okay, so we are all set. So as you can see, we were able to present the data, or we can actually have the data analysis, okay, by using this Excel application. Okay, so if you want to edit more, or if you want to put name on this axis, we can click this plus sign, and if you want to add access titles or so, and any other legends or elements of the representation or the data, you can do so. Okay, so that's all for bar graph. Next, we have the cumulative frequency graph, or what they call OJI. So how it is being done. So in this case, we are just going to choose one of these two scores. All right. Although we can have both, let's just one of them. Okay, so let's take this lower limits and the cumulative frequency of the companies. Okay, so again, we have to have the start tab, and this time we are going to choose from this line. Okay, so as you can see, there are different lines there. Right, so same as with the bar graph, we have to change names here. So by choosing select data. All right, so there you go. We don't need the other one because we only have two companies. So edit it, name it Yamaha, and the data must be Yamaha. All right, we are set for that. Then edit the second one. We have to name it Suzuki, and the data for the Suzuki. Right, so we are set for the left side of the axis. The next is this, the scores or the lower limits. Okay, so we are set. So you can see, we can now have the ogive. So take note that an ogive is a smooth curve. So we have to make it a smooth line by clicking or putting a tick on the smooth line box. There you go. Okay, So again, we can have the title here. We can say behavior of stock prices of Yamaha and Suzuki Motor Company. Alright, so we can have that title, or you can also have the names of these axes by putting or having this plus sign. Okay, you can add axis titles, grid lines, or so, or any other elements that you would like to add. Alright, so as you can see, we have the OJI. Next, we have the box plot. So others coined this one as the five-number summary, as it includes minimum value, maximum value, the quartile 1, quartile 3, and the median. Okay. So if you are using the later version of Excel, let's say from 2013 and below or older, okay, you have to use the differences, right? But since in this case I am using the latest version, which is the Office 365, okay, we can or I can actually automatically, all right, just highlight the data, then the graph would be automatically be done by this. Okay, so we have to choose this one. Okay, as you can see, there is the box and whisker diagram, right? Okay, so this is the box plot. Okay, so again, we can have the title, okay, Yamaha, and Suzuki Motor Companies. Okay, so then set the values. Okay, so you can have the select data. Okay, so for the first one, you can name it the Yamaha, and you can have the values. Right, it's already correct. And for the second one, you can have Suzuki, and the values will be the second one. All right, so there you go. So as you can see, okay, so we have the box plot or the box and whisker diagram. All right, so it is a five-number summary of the distribution or set of distribution of data. So we can also add the elements as what I have mentioned before. All right, so there you go. All right, so I think there's still this problem in here. Okay, so there are too much pop up on my screen. I just don't know what happened. Okay, so to finish our discussion, let me just show you the sample outputs of my former students. Okay, so this is their sample output. Okay, so this is actually the different scenario. Okay, so they have the introduction, collection of data, right, and there use of the statistical tools, all right, in presenting their descriptive data analysis. Okay, so as you can see, they have compared the academic writing and creative writing, all right, so to the given representations. All right, so then they have their findings. Then for the references, these are the materials or the sites where I got the ideas. Okay. So now it's time for the Q&A, or question and answer portion. So are there any questions or clarifications?
Thank you
Hello,
so
ma'am.
much, Sir Ryan Benegas. We would like to, I think our audience love to ask their questions, but it will be conducted later after the quiz competition. So all the questions will be entertained later, but before that, IGP will play a video that will show all the upcoming webinars. So we can save our dates and we can watch and learn together. So here's the video for the upcoming webinars brought to you by IGP. All right, so that's the upcoming webinars brought to you by IGP Institute of Global Professionals. I am excited to attend all the seminars, especially the Teacher First role in 21st Century Learning. Now it's time for the quiz competition. We are encouraging everyone to join the quiz competition. We will be giving you 5 minutes to click www.slido.com and enter the code shared on the screen. So it's time for quiz competition. I'll be waiting for your active participation, and I'm hoping that the internet will be fast and stable right now. I would like to acknowledge some names here on Facebook. Some of them are saying audio is better now. Ederlina Abad, Persea Kabahug, Sir Aljim Manligis says it's raining here in the Philippines. That's why there's a lagging of net connection. Yes, it's really true. That's why we're really sorry because of the inconvenience brought by the internet problem. Ma'am Emily Refugo, for Apostle Shang book, you was not able to claim your certificate. You just need to enroll, browse www.eduigp.com, and then enroll, register, and after that, you can claim your certificate. So welcome, dear participants, Eugene Gabriel. A lot of names. I think I cannot read them all. Harold J. I think I already read Harold J last Friday. Marilyn, Luz, Rob Gabrales, Jonathan, Karen, Jonathan De La Cruz, Eugene Gabriel. So we will start our competition after 3 minutes. Joel, Mary Ann. I'm trying to read all of your names, dear participants. Seal, Mary Ann J, Chris, Anna Grace, Roland Bernabe, Marilyn, Alfonso, Eunice, Mia Rose, Alex Villanueva. So these are the names on the screen. They're staying even though it's already 10:04. I'm checking the clock. And you are all waiting and still your mind is alive and kicking. That's why you're participating. So just Persea Cabahugs joining, Sheila Garcia and Ren. Where are you? And Christian, Charm, Dayan, Joy Gonzalez, Charm, Morlika, Christian. So while we're waiting for the quiz, we are encouraging everyone to please check in IGP. So we just need to check in because currently we have 1,588 check in IGP. So we are really hoping that all of you who participated today will join. So we have LG Manligues, Monica, Maria, Mark Anthony Del Rosario, Joanne Bukad, Pantry Nepal, Jaisal Rivera, Michelle, Lola. I keep on calling her names. It's like attendance because I'm trying to count. I'm trying to apply the arithmetic skills I learned this webinar. I'm just hoping we have a good internet connection. Sheila and Verga, Jaisal Rivera, Emily Mariano, Giancarlo Yumul. Thank you a while ago for answering me if my audio is clear. For those who joined in FB, have their comments in FB Live. So all of us are really suffering from connection problem. Resurrection, Mergeno, Sheila, and Verga. Forgive me if I cannot pronounce your name properly. Sheila Garcia. Arlene Hilo. All right. So the question is already there. I will give you the peace of mind to answer. Where the mathematics are invented? Egypt or Central? What's your answer? It's in Egypt. I think my screen is small. Make it big. Where the mathematics are invented. We already answered that. Next question. So we have 10 questions. Congratulations. Mathematics is difficult, yes or no? Mathematics is difficult. I think I read from the comment chat the webinar is difficult but challenging. So yes, it's really challenging, but we need to have some time to practice. Mathematics is difficult. What's your answer? So, is it a yes or a no? Of course, it's a no. That's nice. Let's see. Congrats. Michael, you're on top. What is mathematics? What's your answer? Just choose. 10, 9, 8. So we're trying to fix the corrections while we're waiting. So mathematics is the abstract science of number, quantity, and space. Who is the father of mathematics? I think you know the answer for this. Who is the father? Is it the first choice or the second choice? What will be the answer? Oh, it's letter. It's the first choice. So I'm trying to read it clearly. Congratulations. How Egyptians use mathematics. Please choose wisely. Zero second left. Correct answer will be shown on how building pyramids. Check. Congratulations. Why is Eratosthenes known in mathematics? The screen is a little bit small. Show me the answer. What's the answer? Now we're waiting for a few questions left before we end this quiz competition. Which country has highest proficiency level in mathematics? It is China or Japan. Which country has highest proficiency level in mathematics? So what's your answer? What's your answer? What's the answer? So the country with the highest proficiency level is in China. So we only have, I think, 3 questions left until we finish the 10th question, which was an Indian invention that had a great impact on the study of mathematics and science. What's your answer? Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. Algorithms is the correct answer. Is it algorithms or the symbol for area? Right, so this is the 8th question. Learning mathematics encourages students to develop patience and persistence when solving problems. Is it a fact or a myth? So is it, I think the answer is a fact. Yes. Yes, absolutely, it's a fact. And we have one final question for everyone. Newton was a self-taught genius who made his pivotal discoveries in mathematics, physics, and optics alone. Is it a true or false? Who's gonna be the cream of the top for today's quiz competition? Is it a true or a false? It's false. So hopefully all of you got it correct. Congratulations, Chet. Wow, congratulations to our first, second, and third. So our third is Leo Maceda and Salazar the second. And of course, the first placer for today's quiz competition is Che, congratulations for our top three, but of course, congratulations to everyone who participates today because it will help you to be more active if you keep on participating. So thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to our first, second, third, especially to the first winner for today. Congratulations, Che. And now let's proceed with the question and answer session. Time check. It's 10:14 in the evening, and all of you are still very all right. Now let's proceed with the question and answer session. Sir Ryan, are you all in? Sir Ryan and Sir Rene, are you still alive and active? Because we will be waiting for all the questions. We have the same time zone, 10:16 in the evening.
So,
Yes, ma'am. Still alive and kicking.
Very good. Very good. That's how we have to face this webinar. All right, so for all your questions, just type your question in the comment box below and address the speaker's name. Because it's raining here in the Philippines, that's why the connection is a little bit lagging. Actually, not a little bit, biggest bit. Joke lang. It's really lagging the connection. So again, just ask the questions in the comment box and please address speaker name. If you have any questions, participants are requested to ask their questions in the comment box below. Please address speaker name. If you have any questions, just type the questions in the comment box below so we can start the Q&A session. Brought to you by IGP, Institute of Global Professionals. Oh, where are the audience? Where are your questions? We are all waiting for your questions. From Emily Magdado Refugio, well explained and great speakers. That is so nice. So, I think Ma'am Emily is a mathematician also in the era. So Frisia Fadrigan Oko, congrats. I enjoyed this webinar. Thank you. Even though we have an internet problem connection, we made it to the end. For the speaker, Ryan from Greza, how do you keep your students interested in statistics? Sir Ryan, how to keep your students interested in statistics? So how? Sir Ryan, can you hear me?
Hello, ma'am.
Or my connection? Yes, sir.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, the question for Sir Ryan: how do
All
you
right,
keep your
see. All right.
students?
So, to address the question of Ma'am Greza Marda,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so thank you for that good question. Actually, as an educator, uh, it's one of the problems, especially in mathematics, how to keep your students interested, not only in statistics but in all aspects or fields of mathematics. But by being or by creating more interactive activities, being enthusiastic in your discussion, in that way you can maintain students' interest in listening to your discussion, especially in statistics class.
All right. So, thank you for your answer, sir. Now, to Sir Rene Guevara from Faye Valencia, is it okay to teach our primary pupils the simplified mathematics, or we still need to introduce to them the long method? Sir Rene Guevara.
Um, with regards to that question, there is really a need to introduce them the long method because we have to teach the principles in mathematics, but in the process of teaching the long method, we can also introduce to primary pupils the simplified mathematics so that during competitions, for example, or in taking their examinations, for that matter, they will have some time to um, answer the questions in a more in a faster way, I should say. Although, of course, if the question demands for a long method, that should be shown in the solution because solutions also matter. Thank you.
All right. So, I thank you for the answer, sir. Now, from L. Jim Cainson Manligues, how to apply arithmetic sequence in these times of pandemic, and can you give some techniques, Sir Guevara? Thank you. Arithmetic sequence in
I
these
think
times
I
of
will be
pandemic.
addressing that question too, right? Arithmetic sequence, for that matter, is part of algebra, although it has an arithmetic in it. But sequence will mean arithmetic sequence no, will mean that we have to do some sense of what do you call this? Not really skip counting, but we can teach the concept by introducing the basic counts, and then from there, especially for the primary students, we can teach them how to fill in the gaps during this pandemic. I suppose that's it. So at least a special skill or additional skill that they could develop during this time while they are staying at home. Would you like to say something, Sir Ryan, about arithmetic sequence? That's grade 10, grade 10 concept. I'm only teaching grade 8. Just kidding. That's it.
All right. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Sir Elgin, for your question. Next, Suzette Nicole. Sir, are there any webinar session for mathematics? Oh, we're excited for other webinar session like this. Are there any webinar session for
Uh,
mathematics?
would it be okay?
All right. So maybe there, of course, there will be more webinar session about mathematics. For Kad Skimula, this question is for Sir Ryan. Sir, when to use sorry, sir, can you hear me? All right, to Sir Ryan, when to use reliability test, it can be used survey questionnaire how. It can be used for survey questionnaire and how. To Sir Ryan. When are we going to use reliability test?
Actually, sir, yes, that is true that reliability tests can be used in survey questionnaires or doing or conducting surveys. But that would require actually more time for us in addressing your question since it was not included in my presentation. But if you wish to have further discussions with that reliability test, I can spare some time with you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Sir Brian, and to Tats. For Jerish and to Sir Ryan again, aside from Microsoft Excel, is there any other application that you can suggest in using statistics aside from Microsoft Excel?
Yes, ma'am. As what I have presented a while ago, there are some free applications or softwares that we can use in teaching statistics. One of those is SOFA Statistics, Stat Magic Pro, but those some applications need to be bought for you to obtain them. They are not for free.
All right, so there's other application. So for Sir Ryan from Carmela, what are the ways that you do in teaching statistics considering the challenges of lack or scarcity of gadgets, computers, as well as the internet connection on the part of the learners? Ways in teaching statistics.
What are the ways you do in teaching statistics?
Or which SPSS.
Considering
Maybe, sir, you have a recorded video, sir, while you're explaining. So maybe the students who have locked in connection can rewatch the videos. That is, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
so
sir.
that is a common problem when it comes to the uh, educational context in the Philippines. Lack or scarcity of gadgets or computers. We all know that not all Filipino learners can buy or can have gadgets or computers. Okay. Uh, here comes the resourcefulness of the teacher in his or her teaching strategies. For example, you can have uh, more investigatory activities that would require them to make use of those statistical concepts as they are learning the topic.
All right, so that's how it is. Thank you, Sir Ryan. Now we'll be waiting for more questions, or do you have any questions? To Sir Ryan again. Can you teach us correlation and regression to and on how to compute and analyze data in Microsoft Excel and SPSS, sir?
Yes, that is possible. Microsoft Excel is actually very useful. You can actually make programs or computer programs using Excel. Uh, it is not limited to what I have discussed a while ago. But if there would be another opportunity for me to discuss those topics, it would just be okay with me. Yes, I can share my expertise uh, in having correlation and regression using Microsoft Excel.
Oh, that's nice, sir. Thank you also for your question, Suzette. Again, Sir Rene, what are the basic techniques in problem solving? What are the basic
Techniques
techniques?
in problem solving. We're actually what I shared actually were just part of it. So some techniques, basic techniques in problem solving, I think you go through a lot of references and discover in yourselves other techniques that you can use. In fact, if you browse through a lot of books, you can have, and you can also have yours for that matter. By the way, I would like to acknowledge no, Ma'am Michelle Grande for answering a question a little later. So we can make use of the arithmetic sequence in solving the number of infected people of COVID-19. Special mention to Michelle. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir, for answering the question. And of course, for all the participants who asked the questions, thank you too. And of course, thank you, Sir Rene and Sir Ryan, for the precious time you shared with us. So after this webinar, maybe we're all arithmeticians and statisticians. I'm really hoping because I love mathematics. And yes, that's it. All right, now let's proceed with the claiming of certificates. So for those who attend the webinar today, don't forget to claim your certificate by clicking www.eduigp.com and then claim your certificate. No need for the class code. Just make sure that you enrolled in today's webinar. So there will be no class code. It is not required. So you just need to browse www.eduigp.com. So you can claim your certificate for today. Once again, on behalf of IGP, we are really sorry for the inconvenience because of our connection problem. So sometimes it really happens. So that is an example of the certificate of participation from IGP. So you can verify your certificate. So celebrate with your certificates and please don't forget to check in IGP page while celebration. So these are the upcoming webinars in IGP. Next webinar will be the workplace sustainability. So we are really hoping that all of you will stay with us in this long journey. So May 29, we have the next webinar brought to you by Institute of Global Professionals with the topic educational research. This is very relevant and timely, especially we're at home and we're in pandemic times, so we can make it more productive by attending this webinars. So we have another math series. These are the upcoming webinars, and we hope to be with you all again in the next webinar of IG. All right, so we would like to thank you all for attending today's session. Please leave a review and recommend on our page and spread the information to your friends and community. So for the certification links, please proceed with eduigp.com, Simplified Mathematics instructions, and then class code not required. Program name, Simplified Mathematics, and there you are. You can claim your e-certificate. So please spread the information with your friends and give a check-in with IGP because by your check-in, we can understand more for your learning. So we hope to see you all again in the upcoming webinar. Let us face the pandemic with smile and with positivity because we are all in this together. So we learn while in pandemic, we learn together. IGP will always be there. All the international free webinars will be brought by IGP or Institute of Global Professionals. Stay happy and stay safe, everyone. Once again, I am your host, Lursha L. Pelaez from New Era University, Quezon City, Philippines. Signing out, goodbye and good night to everyone. Thank you all for attending.